Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy here to give you my quick thoughts, not a review of, just my pure thoughts about the Kill la Kill OVA special that came out last week. Now the Kill la Kill OVA special obviously takes place after the events of the final episodes of Kill la Kill, as we follow the students of Onoji Academy make the transition out of the Academy because the Academy has already served its purpose of ridding the world of life fibers, so there's no real reason for the school to exist anymore. And in the first few minutes of the OVA, you see a bunch of people packing up stuff, putting them on cars, and driving out of the city. And as they're about to host like a graduation ceremony, it gets interrupted by one of Raggyo's old assistants, Ray, whose whereabouts was left unknown by the end of the series. And now we figure out, well, she's been hiding behind the scenes and plans to continue Raggyo's plan of taking over the world with life fibers. And it's up to Ryoko, Satsuki, the Elite Four, and Mako to stop her. Now, when I heard they were making an OVA special for Kill la Kill, I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty excited. And I didn't want to see like big over-the-top action set pieces in this OVA. We already got 24 episodes worth of those. I actually wanted them to focus on the characters in this OVA. I wanted the OVA to be a character-centric episode, seeing how they're all transitioning out of being in this whole battle-ready mode throughout the entire series and them kind of like adjusting to normal life now. And also I wanted to see some of the characters bond, like Ryoko and Satsuki, Ryoko and Mako, Mako and Gamagori. I thought they had the opportunity to do this. And at first, the OVA started off promising. You finally see Satsuki not really being this bombastic, charismatic leader, but just like a calm and down-to-earth girl. Like she's not like over the top like I am the leader, you know, all that stuff that she did in the series. She's more calmer, she's more just normal. And I like seeing that. You see a change in her character because her charismatic leadership is no longer needed now that the world is free of life fiber and her mom has been defeated. She's now transitioning into the life of a normal citizen. She no longer picks up her sword, is what is mentioned throughout the entire OVA. I thought that was pretty interesting. The only problem that I had was that it was only Satsuki who went through this transformation. No other character really changed for me. All the characters were still the same. All of them were still being as bombastic as they were in the series. And that's not anything against the show. I mean, the show is just over the top by nature, so it's gonna be like that. But I wanted them to address that they're making this big changeover now. And that is kind of like the overlining theme in this OVA. Like, we're no longer going to be drawn to life fiber. We're not going to be our old selves. We're going to be us now. And they also have this literal fight with themselves that I thought was pretty interesting. But again, this OVA just dropped the ball for me. It disappointed me in the fact that we weren't given some character bonding moments, especially with Ryoko and Satsuki. They have just found out that they are sisters. They have defeated their terrible mother. I wanted to see them bond and kind of connect and grow as sisters. Maybe not like in a forceful way, like, hey sis, oh yeah, I'm doing great sis. It could have been awkward, like they could have gone and eat dinner together for the first time as sisters and been like, so, we're sisters. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. You know, it could have been awkward. It could have been done in a humorous way, a serious way. I just wanted to see them bond in this OVA. They have 2 scenes together. And they are very brief, like really small, which was a wasted opportunity. Another wasted opportunity, Gamagori and Mako. I mean, seriously, the last shot in the final episodes, we see Gamagori all dressed up, holding flowers as if he's about to approach Mako with Ryoko and her going out and stuff. I wanted them to address that here in the OVA. Maybe have Gamagori talk to Mako about, you know, Mako, if you're around this area of the town, maybe you and I can, you know, grab some lunch or something. You know, I want to see them kind of talk, kind of bond. I don't really get a lot of those. You didn't. There are no Gamagori Mako moments. Mako's pretty cool in the OVA. She's still her crazy, zany self, and I loved it. But I would have loved to see that happen. Or even see Mako and Ryoko's date. That would have been so interesting. Instead of seeing those, like, that montage scene in the final episode where you do see the date, but you don't see it in its fullest. I would have loved to see that. I don't need another big over-the-top action scene where a big old scissor comes from the sky and, you know, they're all fighting themselves and the school comes to life. And I just didn't need to see that. It wasn't really necessary. You could have just focused on the characters. That's the biggest problem that I have with the OVA, is that they miss so many opportunities to do something different. You know, see some bonds, man. Oh man, I hope they make another OVA where they don't do an over-the-top action scene, show the after effects of the OVA, like, hey, we're now normal now, let's do normal things. So that's my thoughts on the OVA. I enjoyed it. The action scenes were fun, the characters are still likable, the animation, of course, is solid, but they still failed on kind of like exploring some of these relationships, you know, seeing them transition out of the battle mode that they were in throughout the entire series. They missed the mark on that. Although, and it does end on a pretty like, it's okay note, you know? I wanted it to end on a much higher note. Maybe not a big action set piece, but maybe have Mako say something ridiculous and all of them like go to a cafe and they just hanging out. That would have been nice, something entertaining. It just ends to where like, yep, we're moving on, guys. See you later. That's it. So overall, like I said, I enjoyed it. It missed a lot of things for me. But I would like to know what you guys thought about the OVA. Did you really enjoy it? Did you thought it was a great OVA? Or did you feel like it missed the mark for you as well? Comment below and let me know. And yes, I have a bunch of videos coming up. I have been very lazy lately, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't had the urge to make a video lately. But I am getting back to it. And also, check out this awesome picture made by one of my subscribers, Sean Smith. It is a really good picture and it makes me smile each and every time I see it. It is just a great picture. And if you are ever in a bad mood, follow the advice of this picture. But anyway, guys, till then, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm Toy Wallet II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.